everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLM life and some true crime content here on this channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about anti-MLM content. So of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes and just my opinions. And also, with that being said, if you like any of this kind of content, make sure that you like the video, subscribe if you want to stick around, and if not, that's totally fine too. But this video is going to be about an app that one of you guys had told me about this weekend, about an app that is specifically meant for MLM reps. So before I do move on though, I would like to give a quick shout out to one of you guys who started your own business. They are called Forever Lane & Co. And this person reached out to me very many months ago just to kind of pick my brain because they knew that I'm a small business owner. And she finally launched. I talked about her a few weeks ago, but she gifted me some things, and so I'm gonna pop up on the screen just the two different things that she gifted me, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for sending that to me. And you really didn't have to do that, but thank you. And she just check out her shop. All of this stuff is super, super cute, and she is also doing a donation currently. So just check out the site. I'll leave it in the description box below. But thank you so much for sending me those things, and let's get into the video. Okay, this app is called TeamZ. I think that's how you say it, but it's Team as in T-E-A-M and then Z-Y. So I'm just gonna call it TeamZ. I'm pretty sure that that's how you say it. So if you go on their website, the first portion, I have it on my computer screen here, and I'm gonna pop it up on the screen as well, but it says, grow your network marketing business and team. TeamZ organizes and manages your relationships for your network marketing business. And it says that you can try it for free, and it's an easy setup with no credit card required. But we're gonna get into the pricing a little bit later because it's not going to be free the entire time. But let's move on to a little bit further down on the site. It says, build authentic relationships, save time and be efficient, get organized and in control, and follow a proven system. While I was looking at this app, it actually, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a pretty decent app, and it almost looks like it's a planner, and I think it'll alert you when you need to follow up with someone or something like that. And I think that this could actually be a really great app for anyone who's working in any job really, or if you have your own business, because it helps you stay on track. And yeah, so some people, they might use their calendar or they might have notes in their phone, but it is an easy way to have everything. Sorry, I have a piece of hair on my face. But it is an easy way for people to keep everything up to date. But it's literally only made for MLM reps. So if you're not an MLM rep, you're gonna get absolutely no use out of this. So the thing that I did want to talk about though is they say to build authentic relationships. One of my friends the other day had sent me a screenshot of one of their friends who is an MLM rep, and she had posted how she is in an MLM, so please don't send me your cold messages. If you say, hey girl or hey hun or whatever, you will be ignored, which is, it's good that she said that so that it doesn't sound as scripted, but we know, and I told my friend this too, we know that nowadays what they're doing is they're building authentic relationships, which AKA means building a fake relationship, because they try to befriend you and they try to, you know, get to know you first, and then they'll pitch you, which I can usually tell, okay? I can usually tell because they'll be in your inbox almost instantly, or they'll wait a couple of days and then they'll just say, hey, how are you? And it's very awkward, and I understand it is hard to do cold messaging. I get that. But please don't create a fake friendship or a fake relationship just to make a sale or just to recruit somebody. If you like someone, because here's the thing is that a lot of people, especially like if in a time like this, I mean, a lot of people were away from friends, we're away from family, and we're looking for that friendship or someone to talk to. So of course they're going to use that to their advantage during this time. But I just wanted to kind of touch base on that because I It's funny that they say build authentic relationships because it's not authentic. They go into this friendship or this relationship with an ulterior motive, with knowing that they're going to eventually sell something to you, or they're going to eventually recruit you, or they're going to continuously annoy you until you block them. So if you keep scrolling down, it says 97,851 users and counting, okay? And in 90 days, active TeamZ users are generating 21 customers, 9 recruits, and 315 prospects. So if you keep going down, it says build a client base of people who trust you. You didn't start your network marketing business to burn through friends and relationships, right? But at the same time, how are you supposed to make sales and grow your team? Valid question. Today, it's about building real relationships and staying in contact with people consistently so they think of you when they need a professional. This allows you to become the person they trust and recommend to friends and family. They'll either become a customer or join your team, and if not, they'll still become an advocate for your business. It's far more rewarding, and it's the way business is supposed to be done. So I will agree with them that you shouldn't be annoying your friends and family, and you shouldn't be acting, like hey hun or hey girl, and then freaking out when someone's anti-MLM and acting really unprofessional when you're supposed to be a representative for the company that you work for. And you should be professional, especially if you are taking a job or a business seriously. You should be professional. That is common sense, honestly. So that is, that I'll agree with. However, I don't agree with the fact that they're trying to make network marketing or MLM or whatever they want to call it, that they're basically saying that people that they talk to are either going to become a customer, join the team, or they'll become an advocate for the business. Because if someone's anti-MLM, they're not going to be either of those things. And there's a lot of the anti-MLM community is growing rapidly every single day, and I feel like that's why a lot of these reps, they're coming up with new scripts, they're coming up with new narratives, they're coming up with all of these new things to be able to adapt to the current environment, which is what you're supposed to do, obviously. But I'm not condoning them or anything, and I'm not trying to defend them or anything like that, but that's why they're also starting to lash out, and that's why they're also starting to fight back, which I think that it doesn't reflect good on them at all, because you're just making yourself look like an a-hole if you're yelling into your Insta stories and saying how, all of these people are trolls or whatever the case may be. You just make yourself look bad, because just keep doing your business. Let's move on to, it has like the easy setup and amazing results, and it kind of gives you a little bit of like a screenshot of what it'll look like on mobile and what it'll look like on your desktop. So it looks like this is legitimately just for MLM reps, because it says prospects, customers, distributors, and then it basically it shows you all of these different, like the power hour, and that's when you're supposed to contact all of these people, and it basically helps you to keep everything all in order and plan ahead and be able to kind of, do it that way. And then if you move down a little bit more, it talks about how you can import your Facebook friends into your back office, which any MLM reps, please don't do this. Please do not annoy all of your Facebook friends, because it's annoying, and it's gotten to the point where a lot of people can spot an MLM pitch, whether it be the same old script that we've seen for the past several years, or if it's a new one. People can spot that right away. They can. And then the next portion, it says daily reach outs with our built-in power hour tool, which is what I was just talking about. Get reminders for follow-ups and reach out to nurture relationships, which, like I said before, please don't create a fake relationship or a fake friendship just to be able to recruit and sell things. Always know what to say with built-in scripts. And then it says underneath that, which I found this interesting, it said stop getting the dreaded thumbs up emoji response. We have the perfect script for any situation. So obviously this is all scripted. This is not them actually talking back to you the way that they normally would, or not necessarily talking back, but responding to you the way that they normally would. This is all a script. This is all here, obviously. And then it says track every conversation to reference later. Then it'll show you some more things, but what I wanted to focus on was, obviously there's different steps. And step 1 is set your big picture goals, then crush them, which that just reminds me of Beachbody, honestly. And step 2, conquer every step from prospect to customer to recruit. If you look at the chart that they have here, it says reach out, and it says hi, and then it says engage, add value, share opportunity, follow up, make a sale, recruit, and multiply. Obviously, the emphasis is on making a sale first, and then recruiting, and then getting more recruits. If MLM companies and the MLM industry were really all about just selling the product, they would make 2 separate charts, one for how to sell to someone and one on how to recruit someone. This literally shows sale and then recruit. So I found that kind of interesting. Step 3, it says boost business and grow faster. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. And then you have a bunch of testimonials on the site, which I'll leave a link to this site below as well. And it shows top leaders from over 60 plus networks. This is why I'm shocked that I have not heard about this whatsoever, because they have literally, sorry, I just heard some weird noise. They have literally all of these different MLM companies, and they tell you, like, for example, Roden and Fields, consultants, Beachbody coaches, unique ambassadors, distributors, partners, consultants, whatever. Here's the kicker though. There is a price to pay. You can try it out for free with no credit card required, but after that free trial is up, you have to pay for this. So it is $29.99 a month if you only pay monthly, and then if you want to pay yearly, an annual fee, then it'll equal out to $24.99 a month, which is $299.98 upon purchase. So this is something that a lot of MLM reps don't take into consideration, right? They always tell us how, oh, well, we don't have to keep a PV, so we don't have any kind of expenses, blah, 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 blah. But if you're using programs like this, because this app actually looks like it could definitely help you more than your upline could help you, because it does everything for you. And if you're spending this amount of money, whether it be a month or a year, let's say that you get billed $299.88 up front, right? If you're purchasing this up front, and if you look at the income disclosure statements and how much you can possibly make minimum, this isn't even gonna you're not even gonna be able to recover that. And you know, this app along with the actual starter kit. So that's why these reps, they don't look at it, because they think, oh, it's only $29.99 a month, or it's only $24.99 a month. But that adds up. I mean, $300 a year for an app, that's a pretty decent amount of money. When you can literally do all of this, you can manually make something like this yourself. You can put reminders in your phone. You can make an Excel spreadsheet. You can make a document or something that can do all of this for you, where you don't have to pay this amount of money a month. So another thing I wanted to go over as well, and I actually accidentally skipped over this before, but this app, it helps out uplines as well, and it says team reports, business stats, Gmail integration, team training, and A+ support. And underneath team training, it says we'll train your team for you. And then under team reports, it says see real time who's working and who's not. I wanted to talk about this real quick because these two things were a little concerning to me when I was looking at them, because for see real time who's working and who's not, doesn't that sound very controlling? And doesn't that sound very cult-like in a sense? Because you're monitoring your person's every single move, every single step. And here's the thing, is that let's say that this person is let's say that they're still working full-time, okay? And let's say that they're at their full-time job, they're having a really, really rough day that day, and they just don't have time to go take a quick break in the bathroom and check their app, for example. Or let's say that they had a really rough day and they just want to go home and they just want to relax in the tub with a glass of an adult beverage or something like that, and they don't want to deal with this because you need to take care of yourself. You can't just be constantly working. I know that I've talked about this before, and I come from a place where hustle culture is very, very normal, and it's basically embedded in my head. But at the same time, I do understand that I do need to take a moment every once in a while and kind of step back and take care of myself. I understand that that is something, self-care is very important. I'm not an expert or anything like that, but in my personal opinion, I do think that self-care is very important. So let's say that your upline is basically, in a sense, stalking you because that's what it makes it sound like, is that they're almost stalking you. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to make any accusations, but that's literally what it sounds like. And they're watching your every move. And if you don't do your power hour on a specific day, or let's say going back to that, someone had a bad day, they're going to message you and be like, hey, I see that you didn't do this. I see that you didn't do that. Why aren't you doing this? That's a little alarming that they have this much control over you, because I think that they should be involved with your business, but they shouldn't be just looking at it, because the problem is that a lot of these MLM reps, I have noticed this, a lot of them are very passive aggressive. So some of them aren't going to just flat out come to you and say, hey, I see that you're struggling a little bit, because they can easily say, like, I see that you're struggling a little bit. Are you okay? Did you have a bad day or something like that? The ones that actually care about their team and stuff like that, which that can also be fake, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they actually are concerned with their downlines, I guess you can say, well-being. But for the ones who are really nasty and are very passive aggressive, they're going to really get pissed off about this, and they'll probably even go on a rant or something like that. And that's the problem, is that you'll see that a lot. I've seen a lot of people have reached out to me, and they've shown me some of the conversations that they've had, and they are very, very passive aggressive. So anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that to me seems kind of cult-like, and it seems very, very controlling. To me personally, maybe other people, I think that if it's used in a right way, then it can be helpful. But how much you want to bet that a lot of these uplines are there and they're like looking, and they're just looking at everybody, because they're not sitting there trying to sell products or anything. They're just looking to build their team, so they don't have to sit there on Facebook and try to sell product. They literally have the time to look at their team and see what they're doing and what they're not doing. The next thing that was kind of interesting to me was the team training, and how they say that they'll train their team for you. The upline is in charge of training their people. Okay, you shouldn't have to pay almost $300 in a year if you buy the yearly package. If you don't buy the yearly package, it's gonna be $300 or a little bit more. The upline should be training their team. That is their job, because even though this app can teach you network marketing and it can teach you the basic steps or the basic skills that you need, I bet you anything this is just a bunch of BS. I don't think that this is anything that, the training is probably like, oh, here's a script, but which a lot of uplines do too. But I think that if you're joining a team, your upline is in charge of training you, because it's going to be different for every company. It's going to be different. What I did in Beachbody was, even though it's very similar to Mary Kay, there's still differences. There's differences with, the products or how the company is set up. So the whole will train your team for you. I find that it's kind of a cop-out for uplines, and I bet you anything, because of that the uplines are probably telling their team, hey, you need to get this app if you're going to be on my team, and you're going to have to pay this amount because this is like a great app and this is what we use and blah, 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 blah. So it's just another way to exploit their team financially. It's crazy to see that they also have their own app, and that they're paying all of this. That's a lot. Maybe that's a lot to me. Maybe that's like petty cash for some people, but to me, that's actually a lot to join an MLM, when they're saying that you can do this part-time, you can do this from anywhere. I feel like this just adds to the craziness that comes from an MLM. This just adds to the time-consuming things, because you're going to be in this app, right? You're going to be in this app reporting all of your stuff. Then you got to go into other apps to be able to talk to people. Then you have to go into, let's say that you're in Beachbody, for example. You have your challenge group. You got to go into your challenge group, talk to your people in your challenge group, and you're literally just going to be on your phone like this the entire time. What kind of a life is that? You know what I mean? And they try to say that this is financial and time freedom, just like I talked about in my video on Monday. But they try to make it seem like that's what this is, and it's not. It's not, because you're constantly on your phone or your computer. It never stops, okay? But I guess with all of that being said, if you have watched up to here, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye.